What's good, Falcons fans? Welcome in to the new Millennium Falcons podcast brought to you by ATB Around the Block Network.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up, Savion? What's up?
Fleet, bro. Fleet, bro.
What's up?
What's up, man?
You gotta tell me something. Look, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Hey, man,
Let's start
Christmas
with that.
spirit, baby. Christmas spirit, baby. You already
Hey,
see the lights, man.
hey, you
You see
feel
the
me?
lights, man.
You feel me?
Come
Hey,
on, baby.
stay warm. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Stay safe, right?
That's
Because we
big.
know that's big.
Mm-hmm.
Stay aware because I don't know if y'all know this, but we got a Christmas Eve game this year. Do you know what that means, Savion?
What that mean, bro?
That means the Falcons could give us one of the most beautiful Christmas gifts we could wake up to,
Mm.
a victory,
Mm.
or they could leave us with a lump of coal.
Yeah, given how it's been looking, my boy, I don't know if we gonna get out of there. I don't know how happy we gonna be Christmas Day,
Yeah,
my boy. I'm gonna keep it 100, 1,000 with you, man. I don't but
yeah,
I mean, we just got to dive right into it, bro. I mean,
yeah. Let's talk about it, bro, because there's a lot to talk about.
first things first. I don't even know if I want to say GGs per se, because I mean it's
Was
them.
it really a good game? Yeah,
It's
I don't know.
no, not even that. It's them.
Oh,
Like I
those
don't want.
people.
It's them.
Oh, okay,
So
gotcha.
I'm not giving a GGs to them. I would say that it was a game that I didn't want to watch.
Yeah, for sure, for
Mm-hmm.
sure. Um, it was a very ugly game.
Disgusting.
Um, especially on our part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No. No. Week win. So for anybody that doesn't know, uh, Falcons went into Little Caesars Superdome. Yeah, since they're not Mercedes Benz anymore, Little Caesars Superdome.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Went in there. Desmond Ritter's first start.
Yep.
Been the talk of the town for 2 weeks now.
Yep. The hype was crazy,
The hype was stupendous. I mean, it was.
insane.
It was great, man. I mean, that was the slowest week of my life, bro.
Oh, what? I
That
felt
was the
like last week
slowest
was a week
week,
of
bro.
Christmas.
Oh my
What?
God. The slowest week
Okay.
of my life, bro. Like I'm sitting there, I'm like, bro, I know it's not Thursday. I know we're not just now getting the football week started.
Yeah, bro. It's insane. It's insane. And then Sunday came, and I woke up and I was like, today's the day. Like I think quite a few people felt like this could be the beginning, the start of something new, something special, you know?
Yeah, yeah. It was new, all
Yeah,
right. It
it
was
was
new.
new. It
It
was
was
new.
very new.
It was special in a way. Um, this is the thing,
Type of
right?
special are you talking about?
Okay, so
Hmm.
it wasn't good,
It
you
wasn't,
know?
bro.
It wasn't good. And I'm not gonna sit here and try to make myself see something that I didn't see. He has to be better. But one thing I did say on last episode, I did say the key word is patience. It's patience, bro. His first
100%.
game, it was nasty. It was ugly. I feel like he got better as the day went along. There were some turnover worthy throws that won't show up on the stat sheet. I'm thinking of a few of them right now.
Oh yeah, they got. Oh yeah, they were
Um,
bad.
and I expected him to throw one interception because we saw him throw some questionable passes in the preseason. Like he threw
Mm-hmm.
some questionable stuff in the preseason. Well, I expected him to throw at least one because he's a gunslinger. Truly,
He
like
is.
if he sees something, usually he's gonna try to gun it in there. Like the play where he was scrambling out of the pocket to the right sideline, I believe, and I think he tried to squeeze it into Michael Pruitt. It ended up being the interception that was overturned because
That one
Alante
was to
Taylor.
Drake. That one was to Drake.
Oh, that was to Drake. Oh,
That one was
well,
to
I should
Drake.
have I should have known that because most of the targets were to Drake.
Uh-huh.
Which I am never a. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Completely for it, bro.
I am okay with that.
Completely
Like
for it, bro.
I saw people tweeting about that as if it was a bad thing, and I get it. It's like we heard all about the connection, so now we were looking for the connection. So now it was like, oh man, he finna force feed him. Like once we start seeing it, but
That's
the
what I'm
thing
saying.
is, think about like star receivers in the NFL. Stephon Diggs, and I'm not saying that Drake London is on their level yet, but Drake London is if he's supposed to be our true wide receiver one, he's supposed to get targets like Cooper Kupp or like Justin Jefferson or Stephon Diggs or Devontae Adams.
Right.
He's supposed to get targeted that way because that's how we see him, especially with Kyle Pitts not being available.
Right.
That's your guy. As a matter of fact, Marcus Mariota should have thrown him the ball more. We all know that.
Exactly.
So, and to be honest, Drake London was having a really productive game. Like I know what happened towards the end, and that put a stain on all of it. And he does have to be better with ball security because that's the second time in a crucial moment that Drake has coughed up the ball in the red zone or even close, and we were driving. Man, it's so much. I feel like this team just continues to shoot itself in the foot. Desmond Ritter's play was a big part of the reason why we lost this game, but it wasn't the only part. It was a big part.
It was a big part.
It wasn't the only part. Man, the Saints jumped out fast.
I mean, it was 14-0 before you could even say anything. Like the fact of that first drive. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. My boy.
So I'm gonna hand the hosting duties off because
them
to my boy.
Whenever he pops in,
it's that way. It's that way.
I'm gonna need y'all to repeat yourselves for me. I'm sorry, didn't have the headphones on yet.
Oh, sorry. We were just talking about how we're gonna transfer the hosting duties from
all of that.
Savion,
All of that over here,
right to you, my brother.
Okay, all right. Well, you know what? I'm not. You know what? Welcome. I had a whole thing planned for this, man. I'm bummed that my computer decided to be weird on me, but welcome to the New Millennium Falcons Christmas special.
Yeah.
Fleek, I almost I was looking for a Santa hat like that, but I love it.
Hey man.
Savion, I love the decorations as well.
Already know.
Fellas, tell me, what have I missed? What have we gotten into?
We talked about
just a quick rundown.
Oh, okay.
Just a quick rundown.
How exciting the 2 weeks were when it was announced that Ritter was the starter, and it was lit. We were all hyped, and then how things ended up going. And yeah, actually, you jumped in at the perfect time because we were just giving our takes on what actually happened in the game that we saw. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. To his credit, and I was talking. I was talking some smack. Dennis Allen had a fantastic game plan, and I mean, it was just he threw some coverages out there that I think really caused Ritter to kind of maybe take a little bit longer to process than he had expected, and we all heard Ritter say that his feet were a little happy in that game, but I think I gotta be honest. Arthur Smith's play calling was weird in the first half.
And it was like it, bro.
I actually liked the shot to open the game. I was like, cool, let him rip one, get one out of his system because I'm fine. Because I usually think that ball is probably going to be overthrown or thrown out of bounds if it doesn't. And, it ended up being an incomplete pass. So I was like, whatever. But after that, it didn't really get any better. I thought, I wasn't hoping for him to be like Brock Purdy or whatever, but I was hoping for the game plan to be similar to what Brock Purdy's game plan was, which was very easy, simple reads. We're going to get you through the process quick. You don't have to think much. 3-step, 5-step drop. which Ritter actually was most successful on 3-step, 5-step drops. He just didn't get a lot of those plays. So
Right.
I don't know. I wasn't really happy with the offense in the first half. In the second half, I thought everything looked a little bit better. Defense
Hey Trey,
was
what was
a
the
wash.
what was the key to that offensive change? Do you think?
I think Ritter and London were just getting hot. Like, it was just working. He was going to him a lot, but like, London was coming down with like one-handed catches. He was just doing it all. And then Ritter did slowly. I think he got Michael Pruitt on like a key first down at one point. He started to get a little bit more comfortable. So I think they helped Ritter get in that rhythm, which is kind of what I think a lot of people have said Ritter needs. He's a rhythm quarterback. You have to get him comfortable and everything like that. He's known to start slow.
Right. Yeah.
So what I'm hearing when you say that is this is putting it in basketball terms, as you can see. So he's a volume shooter essentially. Basically, he has to keep shooting until he gets hot.
Basically, and I don't know if that's a good thing for Arthur Smith's offense, to be honest with you. Like, when you think about how many pass attempts we do take, because we talked about like how we were low with Marcus, but like even when he had Tannehill, they were still ranked like 31st and 30th in like passing attempts. So like there's not going to be a lot of volume.
So Des attempted 26 passes.
Correct.
Sunday.
Correct.
What was Marcus's high? Was it 31 or something like that? Marcus's high?
I want to say it was 32.
32.
I want to say it was 32.
That's not terrible for his first game. They actually threw the ball a lot more than I anticipated. I thought that they should have gotten the run game going early. I understand he always says, I understand. It's not just that he always says that teams actually stack the box. Like, we have a legit run game. I say that every week, but it's still surprising to me. Like, it's crazy. We have a run game that makes
pretty
people
good too.
Have to commit to it. Right, exactly. So I don't know, man. Like, I like the deep shot early. I thought it was good to get some of those jitters out, and I expected it to be incomplete too. By no means did I think that ball was connecting to someone at the other end, but it would have been awesome if it did. But I feel like it was good to get them into it. But I feel like, especially after what we saw in the second half, bro, with the run game, with CP getting high, with Tyler Algier just being a monster, bro. Like, I just felt like we should have got that going earlier. Like, teams have to prove that they can stop the run game before I just decide to not even dive into it. With knowing how good we've been. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I feel like that's kind of been a theme through like this losing stretch, is like, I don't know, we just haven't been running like just as much as we were before with the same, intention, it feels like. That is the other thing in the second half, though, Fleek, to answer your question earlier about, when things got going was Tyler Algier got going. He's heard the Bijan talk, obviously, and he's out there putting it to rest. CP looked
fine.
Yeah,
looks fine.
He looks fine.
Yeah.
He was
I'm
fine.
liking that it was a 2-year deal in the off season, I think it's definitely good deal, good value. So, I think we'll see next season how it is, but he was fine yesterday, and it's nice to see Tyler blossom.
Of course.
And defense is just like, for me, a write-off. Like Frank Bush, nobody had heard of that guy. Like, no disrespect, Frank Bush, but I saw like the Who Snoop Dogg meme like in a group chat on the timeline. Everybody is out here wondering who's Frank Bush,
bro.
But it's just kind of a wash. I'm glad Dean Pease is okay. I'm not sure how many of you guys have seen the video. I saw the video. It was like bad, definitely not as bad as I thought it was going to be, so I was really thankful for that. Like no hit to the head or like anything anything good, just like like your grandpa falling and probably like hurting his hip and something like that. Like that sucks still. So hoping that Pease is okay, because they really haven't said a ton, just that he got discharged and he's doing better. So
I
mean, he was back out there coaching, so
they said he's coaching Sunday, so that's good. But yeah, man, I don't know. I feel like
did you guys talk about Caleb?
Oh
Huntley.
no,
we haven't touched that
didn't
yet.
mention him yet.
We haven't touched that yet.
Man, that sucks, bro.
What a
Like,
loss.
honest,
That's terrible.
Yeah, that freaking sucks. He's such a beast, bro. He runs with so much explosiveness out of the backfield, bro.
And it was,
Like, yeah, no, I was just gonna say, man, like he's one of those guys that I understand that there's gonna be a road of recovery, and I know it's not gonna be easy. I know it's not gonna be fast, but he's one of the guys I'm hoping sticks around some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a guy that I can really see being a really good RB2. To be honest with you, from what I've seen from Caleb Huntley, I could see him being RB2 if Tyler Algier were to have to take on the RB1 position. I can see Caleb Huntley being able to step in and be super productive in that role. So hopefully he has a full recovery and, he's back even better.
Yeah, so they have him on the roster till next year. And, base salary cap number is $870,000. So it seems like it's worth keeping him around for the rehab. And hopefully he can get back. His game was always power. So, Achilles are tough. You take a lot out of a guy, but
100%.
Caleb's tough, man. I can't. So y'all saw the report that he came back in and played a snap with a torn Achilles. That's absolutely absurd.
That's crazy.
That absolutely absurd. He came back in and played a down of NFL football with a ripped Achilles. That shouldn't be humanly possible. This is just amazing. That just defines Caleb Huntley too.
Yeah, I can tell you from experience, when I tore my Achilles, I was playing basketball. That thing, when it popped, when you hear that pop, yes, sir.
Appreciate you, my guys.
Yes, sir.
Gotta represent.
Definitely. But yeah, when my Achilles popped, I wasn't moving no more. I went straight to the sideline, bro. So thinking about like playing an entire, like playing a down of football, putting yourself in harm's way like that with no stability in one of my legs. Oh nah.
Crazy.
Oh nah.
That's insane, bro.
Oh nah.
Oh nah.
But it's ridiculous. Man. But it's ridiculous. And I want him back off of that alone.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a dog, bro.
That's exactly. That's dog behavior, bro. That is dog behavior.
For sure. Yeah, man. Yeah, so hopefully he comes back. Hopefully he has I know those Achilles injuries can be case by case. They could be weird.
Those are tough, man. Those are really tough. Here we go. Here we go. Look who it is.
Oh, wow.
No way.
Whoa, okay.
What's going on, y'all?
What's good, my guy?
Yo, Fleek, I love the Santa hat.
Bro,
thank you, brother.
Little festive.
Hey, man.
A little festive, festive Fleek.
So
what's
Hunter,
up, Hunter? Oh, yeah, Hunter. Yeah,
you gotta give
us your input, bro.
Yeah, just go ahead and tell us about Desmond Ritter's mechanics. Tell us about what you saw from Sunday.
Bro, they were buns. Like
buns.
So I'm
stale,
not,
not
I think
fresh.
some of it that has to be factored in is I am going to put a little bit of the blame on Arthur Smith.
I think I did that earlier. So did Savion and Fleek.
Okay,
perfect. We all agreed.
100%.
We should have really leaned into the 3-5-step drops that it seemed to work. Like mechanically speaking for Ritter, his best throws were off of that. A lot of the issues were though when he was sitting in the pocket, he would get a little antsy and happy feet, and so he kind of start to move in the pocket and then attempt to readjust, and that just never worked. There was to the flat. Was it to Cordero in the flats that he just
sailed?
Yeah, just sailed it. Yeah, that thing was weird because he did a weird double hitch with his upper body, and his lower body wasn't set for either hitch, and it got progressively worse on each one. So seeing stuff like that, it's okay. If I'm Arthur Smith, I got to figure out what I can do to reel him back in. Yeah. So I would lean into the 3 and 5 step drops to try to hopefully limit any poor mistakes that he might have.
Absolutely. Well, that's a good breakdown. I was gonna say. Like,
I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, quite honestly, I feel like he was gun shy like that because he, number one, it was his first start in New Orleans. I mean, we have to take these into account. I mean, people call them excuses. They're not excuses. This is the guy's first start. It's the reality. It's the guy's first start in the Superdome.
Right.
And
the
probably
the game too, bro.
Completely different. Completely different.
You could tell some of those.
Dennis Allen's a hell of a DC too.
Yeah, like Tom mentioned that earlier. He had a great game plan for Ritter, and the thing is, like, some of the windows he was trying to fit balls into, you could tell, like, just the speed of the game, like the lanes and windows closed a lot faster, especially even than in preseason. So, like, he's still adjusting to that as well. I think he got better progressively through the game, but like on those 3 and 5 step drops, like Hunter said, like, get the ball, hit your back foot, get it out of your hands.
I think my biggest knock on him, though, I don't know if you guys talked about it already, was like the staring down receivers part. Like, the man could not get off his first read.
He loved him some Drake, man.
Which is so interesting.
Because there's that play that I tweeted out, and Savion, you were the one that referenced it with the guy going over the top. Where he stared down. He hit a good ball to Drake. Like, I don't.
Are y'all talking about that post route?
Yes, OZ went over the top, and I mean he brought Matthew up and everything. It was beautiful.
I
didn't catch that in real
Drake
time.
on the dig.
I saw that in the review. That was
and it was a good ball to London, but he had a better ball to OZ. Now, I don't remember if the safety on the backside was kind of biting over or not. So that could have factored in because
it was an NFL window. I'll put it like that.
Yeah, it was an NFL window.
100%.
There may have been a safety there, but it's still it's a throw a top 10, top 12 QB makes.
Yep. I agree with that.
It's so, like, okay, my question for you guys is this, right? Because it's so weird. Like, Ritter threw 96 yards, and this was never about stats. For me, it was always about the eye test, right? Like, what did I see? Like, I want to see him progressively get better over the next 3 games, but I'm trying to imagine what that realistically will look like. Like, how big of a stride can he take within the next 3 weeks for us to really feel comfortable saying, okay, he should be the starter next year?
I mean, anything is better than what he gave us in the first 3 quarters of Sunday. Like, that was abysmal quarterback play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, that's my thing, right? Like, let's say he does better, but he still doesn't do great. Like, where do you land there? And this is the weird spot I didn't want to end up in, playing him for 4
This was
games.
the worst case scenario. We all said the worst thing that we thought could happen is we would only get 4 games of Ritter. And then what if they look bad, or what if they don't even look that great? Like, then what is this team going to do?
Because how is he? Because it's obvious that Ritter needs to evolve with this offense. It's obvious that he needed time to understand both, the speed of the game alongside, the guys that he's throwing to. I mean, these aren't exactly world beaters that are just like, just throw them out and go. I mean, wide receiver 2 is OZ. I mean,
no disrespect. We love
no
you.
Disrespect to OZ because he's shown up like he's needed to, but
we need depth.
We need depth, man. We need
like, look at the Eagles, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. You know what I mean? Like,
I think for me is what makes Ritter, at least like the gamble with Ritter, different than the gamble that the Eagles made with Jalen Hurts when
Heisman winning quarterback. National champion winning quarterback, Heisman winning quarterback.
Jalen Hurts never won Heisman.
Oh, that's right. He didn't. He was just invited.
He just won the championship. But so
national champion, right?
But the same like logic though. Like, if you look at Ritter's college pedigree and Hurts' college pedigree, they are similar in a lot of ways. They had a lot of the same faults coming out as passers and as players.
I think it comes down to their physical abilities. Like, Jalen's built like a truck. Like, he can bench like 600 pounds. He's 6'1", 225. Ritter's 6'3", 209, something like that. Jalen can give you the run threat and take more of the punishment. Like, if he was in this offense compared to what Ritter would be able to do. Like, we've all said Ritter won't ever be able to be like Lamar or anything like that. The best we can hope for is like Trevor Lawrence level athleticism.
Okay, but can I say something about that too, though? Like, I felt like at some point Sunday we should have run some kind of read option with Ritter. Like I know Ritter
I do agree with that.
Mariota, like, and I know he's not as elusive, but the guy has speed to hit the edge. Like
He runs a 4.47, I believe.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think they should have done. I mean, like the Jags do it with T-Law, and it's like they do it once or twice a game. But I mean, like sometimes it picks up 5 yards. Usually gets them a first down. So I feel like it's something that Ritter, like you said, has the physical speed for, and it's just like that one little extra threat.
Yeah,
and they ran it one time on like a 3rd and 2, I believe, and Ritter got it by like a centimeter. I don't know if y'all remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but yeah, that was like the only time I could recall it. But I felt like it would be a really good thing to throw in the mix, like you said, once or twice a game. That's
what I'm saying. Just timing of it. That's more my thing of it.
That kind of leads into my biggest complaint is the lack of really changing up the game plan that Smith did for Ritter. And Smith's been lights out this season. He's been a great coach. He's done great things on offense. But he didn't adapt the offense away from Marcus for Ritter, really. Like, we got a few more drop passes, but we didn't really see – I didn't really see a ton of creativity in the game.
Oh, you mean you didn't like the double reverse shot we tried to take?
Bro, stop playing,
hold on.
bro.
I got to ask Hunter a question here because I was
a
little surprised by what he said. So, Hunter, you think that Arthur Smith's pass game coordination has been great all year?
That's not what I said at all.
Well, you said
Trey, why are you like this, dog? Trey, why are you like this, bro?
Listen, man.
Because I was going to say, that's my biggest complaint. Well, I thought that's been our biggest complaint the whole year is like, the passing coordination could get a little, he could add a little seasoning.
Well, that's
to
what
it,
I'm saying, bro. You had the bye week, and you didn't do anything differently. You're still taking 2-man shots with Ozzie in London. Yes, your QB is now a little bit more trigger happy than Marcus, but bro's a pocket passer.
Yeah.
He's a pocket. Ritter's a pocket passer.
He wants to stay in there. He held the ball. He held the ball.
He'd much rather hold the ball.
Can we talk? We haven't talked about that Hail Mary. Oh my God.
Well,
that Hail Mary was hilarious. No, who was he pointing at? Was he pointing at God? Like
didn't Art say
just running down the field, pointing up at the
he was trying to bring his boys back to get to basically do some Patriots whatever they were trying to do.
That it was 10 yards downfield and looked like he was about to let it rip.
I'm so glad that I thought
it looked crazy.
But he wasn't gonna be worse than the Mariota throwing on his back something awful.
I didn't think that he wouldn't have got. I don't know he would have got the ball there.
I don't know who was supposed to come back, but it didn't look. It was supposed to be something. I don't know.
No Mac Jones. We can at least say that. Bill won't even trot Mac out there to take that shot.
Oh my god,
that was hurtful.
That was bad.
That was hurtful.
Maybe Arthur Smith should.
There were people in this fan base that wanted us to draft Mac Jones. Just remember that.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That they wanted us to draft Mac Jones because he was going to be the next Matt Ryan. I'm not going to say names.
Hold on. You don't think Mac would hit these open shots?
Stop it, guys. We're not doing this.
Trey, you don't think Mac would hit these open shots? I'm not saying I want Mac. I'm not saying I want Mac at all. I'm just saying, like, in a vacuum, do you think he has the ability to hit these shots?
No, because our guys can't get open.
I'm glad you stood on that. Because I don't want Mac Jones.
So no.
Sorry, I'm just being devil's advocate over here.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing?
I don't know.
My head hurts.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but we kind of already said defense is a wash. Should we get on to the Christmas special, the Christmas crossover?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. Well, we are happy to introduce our boy BT Myers, Brandon.
What up?
In the building, and Joe as well. Joe,
what's
Brandon,
going
on,
how are we doing?
What's going on, gentlemen? How are we doing?
Hey, we're doing great, Joe.
Live and kicking, Joe.
Yes,
well, that's a good thing, but I just got to say one thing before we get into it. How are we going to bash on the quarterback of the future, Ritter, and then simultaneously prop up the whole Lamar's going to leave Baltimore and come to the ATL game?
What
What do you mean
let
how?
me say this. Let me say this. Let me say one thing.
Let's get it started. I love
By
it.
tweet,
Let me-
by letter,
with
by air,
Greg
by sea,
Roman.
any way possible.
With Greg Roman at the helm, if he is still part of this team next year, I don't blame Lamar for going to Atlanta.
Hey, what's that?
I
What's that
take
thing
it.
draft day?
There we
Lamar
go.
Jackson, no matter what.
Arthur Smith's just Greg Roman with the trust fund. Some are saying.
Oh my gosh. Oh no. That
He said it.
was one
He
of
said
them
it.
ones. Yeah, that was one of them ones.
Oh, that's gonna
That's
be a
crazy.
great clip for
Mercy.
later.
Hey,
Oh
bot,
my
can we
God.
clip that? Is that what you
No,
say? Hey, bot, can we
seriously,
clip that?
Please, save bot.
Save bot.
But yeah,
Dude,
Brandon. So, what's up with the Baltimore Ravens, man? In your perspective, where are you guys at, and how do you think you guys are gonna fare on Saturday?
obviously, the defense is still playing lights out outside of that horrendous prevent defense. When it comes to prevent defense, Mikey Mack is just as bad as Dean Pease was when he was with Baltimore. Damn, that man cannot escape that style of defense whatsoever.
No slander to Dean Pease. That man was in a hospital bed like 4 days ago.
Yeah,
This is true.
this is true. This is true. And
Papa Pease
no,
gets no slander this week.
no slander this week, but I'm referring to 2014 Dean Pease, okay?
That's fine.
Fair enough.
Because that man cost us a Super Bowl, possibly, against the Patriots. Anyways, the defense is going to, as long as they play the style that we all know that they can play, it'll be no thing whatsoever. And as long as the offense can do their thing and give the defense a damn break.
Right.
So, with that being said, if Greg Roman calls the same style game he did last week, y'all might be shutting that offense down and just somehow squeezing out a win.
I got news for you, my
You just
guy.
said our defense was going to do good, and that we know that's a lie.
That is not true.
Have you
Yeah,
seen
Brandon, I'm gonna
Greg
be honest
Roman
with
call
you.
a game?
Those Tyler Huntley is just as good as Lamar rumors. That stuff's about to get amped back up after this game. Like like Tyler Huntley is about to look like Lamar Jackson. He's probably gonna have like 2 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown. You should really take a look at this defense of ours.
You got to remember, man, we made Deontay Foreman look like Derrick Henry. The dude, Jonathan Vilma was calling him calling Deontay Foreman Derrick Henry-esque throughout the game.
Yeah,
Laviska Shenault killed us using literally bubble left and bubble right. That's all he did. And
yeah, man,
we had no response.
None.
You got a point. If they're gonna do bubble left, bubble right, I mean, might as well do it with the big guy, Patrick Ricard.
God,
imagine a bubble screen of Patrick Ricard.
Hey, it's part of his offense. Have you not seen these games? It'd be a third and short screen to the big guy.
Troy Anderson versus Pat Ricard in the hole. Who wins?
Oh,
man,
who is it?
Troy Anderson versus Patrick Ricard.
I'm gonna give the nod to Pat for right now.
Yeah,
Pat is 300, bro.
He's 300 plus pure muscle.
That's a big man.
It's a big dude.
Somebody was gonna, believe in Troy. Because it's not.
Who are you? Hold on, Hunter. Who are you taking?
Oh, I'm taking Patrick Ricard.
He just needed somebody else to do it. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Let's see how it is.
But if Drake London goes up against Brandon Stevens, no offense to the guy, but I think y'all will be doing just fine because if Marcus Peters happens to be out, I don't know, man. So whenever that guy moved to actually back to cornerback, somehow they managed to get the guy out of his great developmental stage, and He's in a sophomore slump, so yeah, there's that. And I'm not even going to lie to y'all. If I had to pick a second team, I told this to Savion earlier, it'd be the Falcons. So,
Well,
that's cool. That's so cool.
That is.
We
I'm gonna
appreciate
have
the
to tell
love and
you,
support.
Brandon, don't do it. It's not a good idea.
I already told him.
Saying that, like, no. You
actually,
gotta
that
find
pick
something
was
else.
from my sophomore year in high school, and that's been God, how long?
I'm telling you, bro. They got all of us while we were young, bro. We didn't know. We didn't understand.
We had no idea.
We had no idea.
They had a fun offense one year, and we all fell in love.
Man.
Well, so Brandon, we talked about Greg Roman a little bit here earlier, and we mentioned Lamar Jackson being out. Honestly, how are you feeling about the offense against the Falcons are like 32nd DVOA rushing and passing defense. I believe it might actually be 31st in one of those, not 32nd.
Yay!
So, are you are you really that concerned, or do you think you have pretty good chance here?
Part of me says, Greg Roman is going to find a way to lose this game. On the other hand, we've seen that he can call a decent game, especially when we got, the whole O-line healthy and basically both our running back groups. The wide receiver group obviously is a giant concern. So,
yeah.
So I don't have a issue if he can call.
No, it's wild. No, it's wild. It's wild.
Active receivers, right? Something like that.
Sammy Watkins was wide receiver 1 after getting cut.
Holy crap!
Who do y'all?
We're gonna give Sammy Watkins his resurgence, aren't we?
We are.
Oh my God!
The Lizard King has returned.
It's the James Proche breakout game.
Oh hell no! Get James Proche off my team.
Oh no, BT. I don't think you understand.
We are everybody's get right game. I promise.
Exactly. This is what we do. Listen, you guys are in a slump. That's what we're here for. That's our job.
That's why they pay us the big bucks. We get you right before the playoffs, brother.
That's why they put us on the. That's why they put us on the big game markets.
Yeah.
The TVs.
You think people want to watch?
Has 506 released the maps yet?
Huh?
Has 506 released the maps yet so I can
No.
Let's
Is
see.
Tylan Wallace still on the Ravens?
Yes,
Brandon?
he is.
Can he just not do anything? Can he just not separate?
He is a strictly I'm pretty sure at this point he is a
what is going on with my guy?
Special teamer.
I thought
Really?
he was gonna be good. I picked him up in Dynasty as a rookie.
Oh, he should. I mean, so after he tore his ACL at Oklahoma State, his senior year, he came back and he didn't look the same as the guy from his junior year, but I still thought that he'd be fine once he got to the NFL and got more rehab. But I'm shocked that he's not able to get any play time with that wide receiving core. Pretty not a good look, but
yeah.
So on defense, how's Kyle Hamilton? Because a lot of us in here were huge Kyle Hamilton fans. I was, Hunter
especially Mr. Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter was a big one.
Kyle Hamilton talk. Keep going. Tell me about the prodigal son.
The prodigal son is doing fantastic. He is doing amazing in coverage. He is just playing as you all gave him hype for. So
you mean to tell me that video where he got beat in shorts didn't end up transpiring to the field? I thought for sure after seeing him get beat in shorts, he was going to be a bust.
Bro, what could have been? Kyle Hamilton and Richie Grant. What could have been?
I'm mad we got robbed of a Kyle Pitts versus Kyle Hamilton game this week, unfortunately.
We know who would have won that.
So how is he mainly being used right now, Brandon? Is he just kind of been the, that strong safety, been played all over?
As I don't know if you all have kept up, but he has been pretty much a all over kind of guy, just playing that most of us would probably know as like, I like to refer to it as like the bandit or adjuster safety, but playing in a lot of these nickel dime packages. A lot of times we'll all see Kyle Hamilton, Chuck Clark, and Marcus Williams or Geno Stone all on the field at the same time. So we're basically running almost like a 4-2-5 almost.
Sounds like a lot of unique looks for a rookie quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
But this guy can literally play the edge. He can do whatever he can to help the team out. He's doing excellent in coverage, whether it be man-to-man or back in the backfield.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with the fall 2-14.
Well,
Thanks,
you
guys.
should be. You should be.
For sure,
He's
man.
an amazing player.
He is.
So
I
check
wanted
this.
Kyle Hamilton bad. Sorry.
So check this out, man. I'm looking at the Ravens' chances to make the playoffs because we don't have those. So I'm gonna put all of my eggs in your basket right now. You guys have a 98% chance to make the playoffs right now. Even because your next two games are us and the Steelers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Both at home. Both at home. We're not talking about that one. We're not talking about that one yet. How do you feel going into this last three game stretch, bro?
Honestly, going into this last 3 games, can go either way. I want to be confident in this one going forward, but obviously this last Saturday got me in all of my feels.
I could fully understand that.
Yeah, for sure.
I believe we were all on the same page come Sunday.
Yeah.
With Pittsburgh, obviously, that can go either way.
Right.
Being a divisional matchup. But the Ravens control their own destiny like they do almost every year when they're fairly decent.
Right.
But that's the thing, though. Like, I'm looking at this, like, even let's say you beat us, and you lose to the Steelers and the Bengals, you still have a 98% chance to make the playoffs, according to the New York Times.
Gotcha.
And according to the NFL playoff picture.
It's exactly. It just. Don't get me wrong. You're a wild card now, but
that'll come down to the last game of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big one.
That's gonna be a good one.
Hey, we can't say it because how terrible we are. And I'm not saying for us, but we do play Tampa in the final week of the season, so that could be a critical game for the NFC South divisional spot too. So week 18 is gonna be like crazy.
Like we have to win. We have to win, almost win out. Like we have to win out.
Never say never on playoffs, but can't say never say never.
Joe, but it doesn't feel like it, man. It doesn't feel like it this year. You have that feel. You see the Jags, you see the Lions, you see these teams that are getting hot now. Not only are we not getting hot, we reset.
We cold. Yeah, we all the way back.
We reset.
See, and the thing is,
I'm aware of that. You gotta remember, I'm 12-2 predicting our team this year. I'm 12-2.
100%. Speaking of, yeah.
And I will say this too, though. Like, the thing is, I think that the things we need to happen in order to get into the playoffs, if we win out, I trust that those things may happen because the Bucs suck. The Saints suck. I know what they look like against us, bro. We're us. The Saints suck. The Panthers, again, I know what they look like twice against us. but they suck. The thing is, will we step up? Can we win out?
Somebody has to
I
win.
don't know. Somebody got to win it, bro. Somebody has to win it.
Oh, BT, I also wanted to ask you. And Joe, I'm gonna ask you too. Your thoughts on Ritter from what you saw?
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, I like Ritter. I've been a big fan of the whole let him learn what not to do.
Exactly. Let him cook.
Got you.
Let him cook. Let
Let him
him
cook.
learn what not to do from Mariota. Give him time to learn the playbook, learn the offense. Kind of like not as Lamar or Flacco and Lamar, but
Right.
kind of similar. Or like a Tyrod and Baker.
Yeah. Well, see, now it's not going to be from Mariota. It's going to be from Logan Woodside because Mariota stepped away from the team.
Right.
So as much as we would love to have him basically learn from his athletic doppelganger, yeah, he's going to almost have to do it, not like by himself, but I mean, it is kind of a bit by himself. Joe, what do you think? Oh, I'm sorry, Joe. Hold on.
No, I'm sorry, Joe. Give me one more second to make a quick comment.
Go ahead.
Ritter will do well. He's also got Arthur Smith, who is a obviously quarterback-centric, in my personal opinion, based off his history, style coach. So I think he'll do fine. Just got to give him time, build around him, and don't let his offensive coordinator run this stuff into the ground.
Yeah, I feel that. Joe, what you think, man?
Well, I mean, you guys, I called Ritter the quarterback of the future when he signed with us, and that's coming off of this bad draft class. Like, everybody want to bash on this draft class, but I said if there was a quarterback I wanted to replace Matt Ryan, it was this kid. I'm sticking with him. I thought he played well on Sunday. I mean, yes, did he have some bad throws? Yes, I won't deny that. I'd have to be an idiot to deny that. But that I have to give credit to Alontae Taylor where that comes from. He
goodness
Ritter to make him bad throws.
Game. He played a great
game.
Alontae stepped up, definitely.
Yeah, so I have to give credit where it's due there. But aside from that, I mean, he was able to read the pocket. He made good throws, especially the 4th and 5. Like, in that moment, you would expect a rookie to make a bad throw. He made a great throw, and Drake just fumbled the bag.
Thank you so much, Joe, because the thing is, like, Ritter, the game was so pedestrian as a whole that we can't even talk about that 4th and 5, but come on. We was talking about all week about how that's the craziest environment, playoff-like environment, because of it's a rivalry.
Rivalry.
It's the rivalry. The playoffs are on the line. 4th and 5 in one of the loudest stadiums that you could ever play in this first game, and he delivered that ball, bro, perfectly with anticipation. And if the game had ended differently, I think we would be talking about that pass, because that was the one. That was the one, because we were in field goal range at that point. That was it. That was Ritter's drive.
He definitely put it on there.
You know,
I mean, that's the thing, bro. Like he really put it in there. Like he put, and it sucks that was it. You know, like that part sucks that was it. We didn't get to see what happened next. Like Trey said on the TL, you know, who knows what could happen next? Maybe a pick 6 happens, and now we're talking about, oh man, you know, that 4th and 5, sure, but
right,
Alontae finally got his, you know, or like, you know, we could be talking about, man, Ritter really led us back into the game. Did we win it? Who knows? But he led us back into the game late in the game in his first start.
Yeah, something I felt like didn't really waver was his confidence. I
Never.
felt like he was as good of a commander as a rookie can be in his first game. He got the protections called. And that's something that he even talked about that he prided himself in, that he was able to get the operations right and able to get the ball snapped on time and with plenty of time on the clock. So I'm proud of him for that. He did step in and command the game as an NFL caliber quarterback. It's just the post snap things that he has to work on. And I always say, like, the day his on-field production matches the mind I believe he has, he'll be elite someday. Because if that happens, right? And I know that's a big if, but if that happens, you got something special, because I believe that he's a guy that's going to adapt. And that's why I think we will see him progress in the next 3 weeks. And I agree with Brandon, man. Like, and I saw you early in the game on Sunday, Savion. You tweeted to let him cook. Because, like, I know what it
Just
looks
hold
like
up.
right now.
Just hold
You
up.
know?
Just
You know,
hold
I
up.
know what it looks like right now. I know how it feels right now. But just let him cook for a little bit. Let's see what he got. Let's see what seasoning he got in his cabinet. You see what I'm saying? We gotta let him saute. So I just feel like it's interesting, and I feel like we just have to be patient as fans and not jump to the y'all bench Mariota for this, because I've seen a few of those tweets.
It was
And,
ready.
You know they was ready. You know they were
Ready.
They were in the drafts already before the game.
It all happens
I'll say
because of
straight
injury.
up. I've joined the bench Mariota crowd after the Thursday night game, like most of us did. But conversely, I mean, I understood that, okay, let's just keep riding him, see what he can do and whatnot. But making the switch to Ritter now, I approve of it because it was a smart decision now. I predicted it was going to happen in week 18, not week 15. But at the same time, I mean, I'm okay with what he did. I mean, he was working the progression pre-snap.
Well, looks like
all
I
game.
think we lost you,
service. It looks like service is going in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it is.
I'm basically agreeing with him there, but Desmond Ritter is basically just falling into that progression that old quarterbacks transition into new quarterbacks, mainly just due to injury.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
like
that's true.
Like I used the example of Tyrod and Baker and then Flacco and Lamar. What did all those guys have in common? Injuries.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
So
And to be honest, I
and
thought that'd be the way he'd end up starting as well.
Oh,
Because,
yeah.
like you said, that's how most rookie quarterbacks end up, getting in the game, if that were to happen to the start. And thankfully, Marcus never got injured, but unfortunately, his play down the line became
just too much.
It became just
too much.
Yeah.
Hell, let's go way back. Drew Bledsoe, Tom Brady.
Imagine. I always think about that.
And that sticks in everybody's mind because it just happened all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Tom Brady was not supposed to be anywhere near the field that year, but and now you see Ritter come in, and I mean, I don't know what we're gonna see on Saturday, man, but
Ritter is going to progress. He is going to do well. He is going to learn from a very good defense this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Arthur Smith.
Oh
mentioned plenty of times already this week about how good of a bounce back that will be for him, and how good of a challenge that's going to be for him. Because man, like, I know that Marcus Peters may not be playing, and what was the corner's name? I'm sorry, that'll be guarding
Brandon
Drake
Stevens.
London, Brandon Stevens. If Mr. Stevens comes out there on his A game, and we already know how Marlon Humphrey is. Shout out Marlon Humphrey, Roll Tide. If everything goes the way I think it will, it'll be a great learning experience. But I also urge people again this week, be patient, because I feel like people are going to want to see an immediate bounce back, an immediate 220-yard game, whatever people were predicting last week. They're going to want to see it now. They're just going to say, okay, last week was his first week. Now he can go do this. I still want people to be patient because it's still only his second NFL game. And I know I can't say that every week, but it's still reality. So don't get too far ahead of yourselves, man.
And, I pick on this guy a lot because, originally he was number 10 in my top 10 O-line. Jalen Mayfield, he needs to pick his sorry ass up. And
my
You ain't got to
gosh.
worry about him no more.
You ain't got to worry
You
about
ain't
him
gotta
no
worry.
more,
Go
champ.
the fuck away.
He is done. I want you to know, Brandon, that Jalen Mayfield will never touch the field for the Atlanta Falcons again, barring multiple injuries.
You ain't got to worry about that man no more.
We got rid of the boogeyman. We did.
wait, y'all got rid of the boogeyman?
We got rid of the
He's
boogeyman,
stashed
bro.
away on some papers somewhere. We ain't even seen him all year.
He getting paid. He getting his money. I'm happy for him. Good for you.
Collecting checks.
Good for you. Good for you. You just stay over there.
Yeah.
But, hey, big kudos, though, to one of the biggest challenges that this defensive line is going to have to face. Now announced Pro Bowler Chris Lindstrom.
Yes. Chris Lindstrom has been solid since day one, and he's gotten better every year.
Yeah.
And, man, for him to get those Pro Bowl honors and to be recognized as one of the top guards, if not the top right guard in the NFL, that's big to say. But, he's progressing. He's up there.
If it weren't for this past injury, I'd say Kevin Zeitler was the top guard in the NFL, but he had that one game that he was out.
Yeah, for sure.
So we'll let that slide.
I appreciate
it.
But all right, BT man, you finna head into your show now, ain't it?
I'm with tonight. I'm
Yeah.
just I just planned on making this a straight up preview because I don't have the heart to dig into last week.
It was bad. It was bad.
Tough.
Can we? All right. So real quick, do you want to kind of just go give us a quick synopsis of what happens last Saturday?
Last Saturday was an absolute nightmare. I was at work. So thankfully, we slowed down enough to where I could at least listen to the game via YouTube TV. And it's just, damn, the whole game, I was just like, what is going on? I ended up listening to it on the way home. I was like, okay, this game is over. I finally get home and turn it on the big screen and just like watch the final minutes unfold, or the fourth quarter unfold. And I'm like, these guys lost the game on offense. I can't really blame the defense because they couldn't get off the field. They were wore out. They were tired. They couldn't get properly regroup.
Yeah.
So what do you do when you and your defense are exhausted? You play prevent defense.
Right.
So it was a horrible loss against a divisional opponent, which, as we all know, divisional games are going to be ugly.
And plus, not to mention, like they count like 1.5 to 2. Like they almost count.
Yeah.
They especially now they count even more. So it just.
Yeah.
I'm real sorry, man. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, it sucks, bro.
And then the whole fan base, come Monday, we're just all at the end of the bar.
Yeah. No, seriously.
Been there with you, brother.
Like I listened to Locked On Ravens on Monday, and it sounded like Armageddon was happening when it came to that offense. Like when Lamar's not there, it ain't no sunshine when he's gone. Like it's
no sunshine.
I'm telling you.
But nah, it's come to Monday afternoon, Tuesday morning. The whole fan base got unraveled. Today, I think a lot of us are cooling off, getting ready for Saturday. And I'm just ready to get on with Saturday. Both our teams are looking towards the playoffs.
Kind of.
Which is crazy. See, if things go, because what I like to do on my show, if you guys haven't watched the end of it, I like to do both. If my team wins, if the opposing team wins.
Mm-hmm.
So that way I don't give myself the jinxes.
Right.
See, that's not how we do things here. We're at the end of the show now, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna need some picks from you, BT. I'm gonna need a pick from you.
Well,
Oh,
first,
man.
before I pick my pick,
Mhm.
Hunter, before he dipped, said that his pick was going to be Falcons over Ravens 17-10.
Oh,
Now,
disgusting.
Nasty game.
Nasty game.
now
Mhm.
I'll say that'll be my score if the Falcons win. Now, if the Ravens win, I'm going 17-14.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay.
I can see that.
Okay. Yeah.
Fleet, my boy.
Well, Savion, as you know, I've only predicted a Falcons loss one time this year.
Yeah.
We won that game.
Oh my gosh. Are you gonna? Ooh.
Am I playing 4D chess today? Nah, I'm picking the Falcons. I'm gonna pick the Falcons 20-17. I feel like, Ritter makes one throw at the end. I feel like Tyler Algier gets one important first down, and I feel like Younghoe Koo hits it from 45 or something, man, and the Falcons win the game. I'm hoping.
All right, Joe. Can you hear us still? Can you come on?
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, looks like you're
Man,
still cutting in and out, bro.
Yeah, he's on that turnpike, man. That's why.
He's got that net zero internet.
What I was
Text it in the thing,
right
Joe. So
now.
we
Text it in
the
text it in the chat, my boy. Text it in the chat, my boy, because we can't.
We'll let everybody know.
all right,
Yeah.
all right, I got you guys.
Yeah.
What about
Dang.
you,
I'm sorry,
Savion?
Joe.
And
Listen,
while
uh-huh.
we're waiting on his, Savion, my man, the one with the truest takes of all of Twitter, most times. Take it away, my man.
Let's see.
So I see that Lamar's not playing. I mean, it's just simply not gonna happen. He missed. What did they say? This was his eighth practice not playing.
This is his second practice of this week where he was not available during the open sessions.
Okay. Okay.
Gotcha.
And according to the injury report, he did not participate. But with how John Harbaugh's been acting, he could be practicing behind the scenes. He could be actually not practicing.
Yeah, sure.
So it's really like we have no idea. I got you. So I'm gonna go off of the assumption that he's not playing. This is gonna look nasty, man. This is gonna be a nasty game. It's cold. Nobody's gonna want to have to catch the football. Nobody's gonna want to take too many hits on defense. It's gonna be a disgusting looking game. But if I have to go with it, man, I don't see it, bro. I don't see it for us, bro.
I respect it.
20-14 Ravens, bro. And I feel it. I feel like just because I did it, I feel like it's gonna be. You see, my boy. My boy's always ready. I feel like just because I said that, the Falcons are gonna have some type of resurgence. Marlon Humphrey is not gonna look like Marlon Humphrey. You guys lost Calais Campbell. Desmond Ritter's gonna sit there and have time to, feel out the game and whatnot, and he's gonna go off or something. But I just don't see that happening. So I got 20-14 Ravens. I'm sure somebody's gonna roast me because of it. So,
that's a respectable pick, bro.
And Joe's finally got his pick in. He picked Falcons 17-10. I had Baltimore winning prior, but it was because of Lamar. No Lamar makes it a little more manageable.
I'm going to tell you this right now. If Lamar Jackson ends up trotting out on Saturday, my pick changes.
100. Like the score is completely different.
Yeah.
The score is completely different if Lamar comes through.
Let's go ahead and run through this hypothetical again. If Lamar
Okay.
comes back, I'm going 24 to. So I'm going to still stay at 14, but I'm going to bump the score up to 24 to 14 if Lamar is there. He's
Yeah,
going to
I
make
can
it.
see that.
He's going to make it a
That's-
lot more better game. It's still going to stay within that 17 to 24 range
Right.
because of Greg Roman and his stuff.
Right.
Stuff.
But
No.
yeah, if Lamar changes, let's hear y'all's picks on that. If he tries
Oh yeah,
out.
no. I basically do the same thing. If he comes and he plays, I flip my pick. I go Ravens 27-17. That'd be my pick.
I'm not going to cap with you. That 20 that I had skyrockets to 31. In my opinion, it just does because we're not good at stopping the run, and thanks to my guy Joe, we now realize that Atlanta has not won a game in which temperatures were single digits since 1966.
And that was the year we were founded. So I'll tell you this.
Gross! That's disgusting, man.
Hey, you about to move me off my pick. We better hurry up and end the show before
Out of here, man.
Hey, man, look, we've been at it for an hour, 6 minutes, bro. Appreciate y'all's tuning in. Hey, shout out to Joe, bro. That was a that was a heck of a show, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Much love.
Yes, thank you for coming through, Brandon, man.
Oh, I was
Appreciate
absolutely looking forward to this crossover event.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate having you. And like Savion said, man, we appreciate everybody watching and commenting down there. As y'all know, we love to chop it up with y'all about these dirty birds, man. Hopefully we see progress from Ritter. Hopefully the defense holds up a little bit better. And hopefully the Falcons leave Baltimore with a W. Savion doesn't think so, but I got your back.
Yeah, bro, I don't think so. And quite frankly, if we do leave with a W, that's great for everybody because they're already winning the champion. I mean, they're already going to the playoffs. They don't need it. They don't need it.
Okay.
They don't need it. You'll be fine. You'll be fine, right, BT? You'll be good.
As long as we win the next two divisional games, we Gucci.
All right. Just wanted to make sure. Yeah. We're all good. But hey, appreciate y'all, man. We out of here.
Peace.